Hello everybody. We are solving problems by IC method and we already solved some 4 problems so far. Let's go and solve the next problem, problem number 5. So let's draw the sketch first. Okay, so this is the given problem and maybe this is omega 2. So we are given all the necessary information so that the linkage diagram can be drawn. So the links of all the various links etc. they are given. I think something is missing here. the angle is 135 degrees. Okay, so we can draw the polygon, rather the linkage diagram, and then these are the various parameters we are asked to find out, and we have already learnt the IC method, what it is. So making use of IC method, we now try to solve this problem and find out these values. So to begin with, we will have to first find out the ICs which are already available by observation. So let me write those ICs first. So this is, as you know, it is O12, rather this is O12, this is O14, this is O23, 3 with 4, so this is O34, 4 with 5, so this is O45, 5 with 6, so this is O56, and then as you know 6 is at infinity, O16 at infinity in this direction. O16 is at infinity, and these are the centers we already know. And the other centers we can find out by making use of Kennedy's circle, whichever centers are needed for the purpose of finding out the velocity. So we begin our exercise by starting with the link number 2. So for the link number 2, which is rotating like this, so we know omega, we know r, so you can find out velocity of 23. So velocity of point 23 is equal to omega 2, distance from 1, 2 to 2, 3. And this distance is known because that is length AB, so we can find out the answer here. That is the velocity of point 23. Now as you know, 23 is a point lying on 3 also, 2 also. So now we go to link number 3, and for link number 3 we are taking the same point O23 and trying to find out its velocity. By the way, this 23 velocity of this 23 is like this. So this velocity is same whether it is on 3 or whether it is on 2. So now we write with respect to 3. So we write saying that it is omega 3 and distance from O13 to O23. Okay, so this is a distance, this is an angular velocity. So now in this case velocity is already known, distance we have to find out, but for finding out distance you need to know where is 13. So from that 13 to 23, that is the distance you can take, but where is 13, that is the next thing. So we need to find out 13 by Kennedy's circle. So we will draw here Kennedy's circle of any diameter, mark it by 6 points. Now join the centers which are already known by these lines. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 1, 6. These are the points which are available and we are join the lines. Now we want to find out 1, 3. So we join 1 and 3 by dotted line. And then we say that for 1, 3, for getting O13, there is O12, O23 and 1, 4, 3, 4. So do this. 1, 2, 2, 3 is this line. 1, 2, 2, 3 this line. And 1, 4, 3, 4. 1, 4 is here, 3, 4 is here. So this line, which means that this is O13. So on O13 we got over here. So knowing O13 now you can make this as a straight line, dark line. And now we measure the distance from 13 to 23. So this distance is known, velocity is already known. So velocity is known, distance is known. So that will give you angular velocity of omega 3. So this omega 3 you can find out, which is equal to velocity upon distance. This upon this is omega 3, and the direction is clockwise because this is the center of rotation. One point is going there, So the angular velocity is like this, which is clockwise. So you have to write this. So please remember, for all the angular velocity, the answer is complete only when you write the direction also, not just the magnitude. So this is the direction. So we got omega 3 as what was asked. Now having known omega 3, any other point on link number 3 you can find out now its velocity. So let's think about O34. So for velocity of O34, this is equal to omega 3 and distance from O13 to the point itself, O34. So O13 to O34 is the distance, this is the angular velocity, therefore we can say that this is going to be the velocity of O34, perpendicular to the line joining the two. So we can find this out, both are known. So we have found out the velocity of point 34. Now any other point on the same link, 3, there is no other point on the same link. So now the velocity of 34, what we found out is the velocity of this point 34, right now saying that it is on 3. But it will be the same if it is said to be on link 4, because number is 3 and 4. So the velocity will be same whether it is on 3 or whether it is on 4. So now we consider link number 4. So considering link number 4, the same point we are taking again. So velocity of O34 is equal to, now we write omega 4 because we are talking about link 4, equal to omega 4 and the distance from O14 to O34. O14 to O34. So this distance is known. Now velocity is already known. So velocity is known, distance is known, so you can find out omega 4. So you say that omega 4 is equal to so much, because these two parameters are known. Now what will be the direction of omega 4? One point is going like this, so omega 4 will be also clockwise. Omega 4 is clockwise. So the link is rotating like this. That's why point is going there. Now any other point on link 4 you can find out its velocity now because omega is known. So you can think about 4, 5. So velocity of point 045 is equal to omega 4, distance from 14 to 45. Distance from 14 to 45. So distance is known, angular velocity we have just now found out, so that you can now find out the velocity of 45. So much millimeters per second. So this radius and this omega will give you velocity of 4 pi. So that is the velocity of 4 pi we have obtained. Now velocity of 4 pi remains the same whether it is on link 4 or whether it is on link 5. So now the same velocity we write considering link number 5. So for link number 5 we can say velocity of 4 pi is equal to omega 5, distance from 1 pi to 4 pi. Distance from 1 pi wherever it is, because we don't know 1 pi. 1 pi we have not found out so far. So 1 pi to 4 pi distance we have to take, and that distance multiply by, rather the velocity is already there, distance is there, so that will give you omega 5. Now the job is to find out O15 from the Kennedy circle. So we join these 1 and 5 like this. Now for getting O15, we write like this: O15 is obtained by 16 and 56, and the other is 14 and 45. So 16 and 56 is, 56 is here, 16 is there. So from there vertical line has come and it is passing from 56. So this line is the one which is this line. The next line is 14 and 45. So 14 is here, 45 is here. So now let's draw these lines. So one line is going like this. So in this way it is going. The other line is going like this. So these two lines, wherever they meet, they are going to give us O15. Now, right now it is not possible to draw full lines, and get the intersection. Probably when you draw this figure, you also may face a similar problem of getting the intersection of these two lines. So all what you have to do is, you have to just say attach a small piece of paper at this place as an extension, not the whole page, only a small piece of paper, attach it and get the intersection of these two lines so that you can measure the distance. Now having done this, now we have got O15 as the intersection of these two lines. So from that point to this point 45, that is the distance which we wanted to know, and velocity is already known for this point. So this velocity divided by the distance is going to give you omega phi, and omega phi is going to be like this, which is the anti-clockwise. So now we write here omega 5 is equal to radians per second, and it is anti-clockwise. So we have found out the angular velocity of phi also, like this. Now any other point on link phi? There is point phi 6. So can you find out the velocity of phi 6 now? We can do that. Velocity of O phi 6 is equal to omega 5, which we have just now found out, and the distance from 1 phi to phi 6. 1 phi is already known, so measure the distance from 1 phi to phi 6. That distance multiplied by this omega, which will give you velocity of phi 6, which will come in this direction, which is equal to velocity of E, which is what you wanted. So that can be now done. So I will write it here. I'll write it here. Till that time you jot this down so that I'll write it here. Okay, so we have got angular velocity of omega 5, angular velocity of link number 5, that is omega 5. So we now take another point on link number 5, that is phi 6. So we write here velocity of point 056 is equal to, which is same as velocity of E, which is equal to omega 5 and distance from 1 phi to maybe E. So 1 phi to E distance is known, omega phi is known, so you get this value. That is the velocity of phi 6, which we already shown there. This is the velocity. So we got the answers of almost everything and solve the problem. But now what we are also going to do here is, at this stage, we will not stop. We will just find out these answers by other method also. Okay, so that we will be able to completely understand the process. So what we do is, we try to find out this phi 6 or E by the direct method. So what is the direct method? Since omega 2 is given and this is link number 6, so 2, 6 is the point, which is what we wanted to know where it is. So I'll write here velocity of point 026 if it is on link 2. So it is equal to omega 2, distance from 1, 2 to 26. So this will be the velocity of 0.26. Whether it is on 2 or whether it is on 6, it is going to remain the same. So we think that wherever it is 2, 6, that point is belonging to ring number 2, and this is the equation we have written. So once you know this 0.26, we can measure the distance and get the answer of 2, 6, and velocity of 2, 6 is nothing but the velocity of 0.6, slider 6. So this is going to be, when you get it, this is also going to be velocity of E. So this, you will get the answer after you get the 0.26. So now our job is to find out where is 2, 6. So now let us see how do we find out 2, 6. For finding out 2, 6, this line should be there, and then we should be able to have two such lines connected to 2, 6. So one is there, but other line is not there. So probably 2, 5 could be the line. If you know that, then you will be able to find it out. So either it could be 2, 5. Before getting 2, 6, either it could be 2, 5 or it could be 3, 6. Any of these lines you should know beforehand. So for getting 2, 5, Is it possible for us to get 2, 5? Even 2, 5 also is not possible at the moment. So what we will do now here is that we are going to find out point 2, 5. We'll try to find out 2, 5. 1, 5 is already known. We want 2, 6. Before that you want to know 2, 5. And for getting 2, 5, you will need to know 3, 5. Now 3, 5 is there or not? 3, 5 also is not there. So we'll get this answer by finding out the earlier centers also. Okay, so for getting 2, 6 you need to know 2, 5. And for getting 2, 5 maybe you need to know 2, 4. So we will now find the various centers in the sequence like this. So first let me find out 2, 4. I'll write here. It should be written all together here. Okay, we'll make a space there and I'll write there. Okay, so let's try to find out 2, 4. So O 2, 4. O 2, 4 is 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 2, 3, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 1, 4. So 2, 3 and 3, 4 is this line and 1, 2 and 1, 4 is this line. So when we do that, one line is here, other line is here. So this is going to be your O1, O2, 4. So this is O2, 4. O2, 4 is there. So we have obtained O2, 4, make it dark. So 2, 4 is known. Now you go to 2, 5, right here. O2, 5. So for getting O2, 5, we have got 2, 4 and 4, 5. 2, 4 and 4, 5. The other is 1, 2 and 1, 5. So where is 2, 4 and 4, 5? 2, 4 and 4, 5. 2, 4 just now we have obtained. This is 2, 4 and 4, 5 is here. 2, 4 and 4, 5. Then the next is 1, 2 and 1, 5. Now